What's up, Starcraft fans? It is time once again to do the commander tier lists. This time, we will have quick killers on top of the path with inspiration, kill bots, and speed freaks. You can see the descriptions down at the bottom. I mean, the bottom of me. Yeah, so, again, we have Styxbender and Tutu on the call. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Awesome. Alright, so, I think we'll just start off right away so that we don't take like 2 hours to... Alright, so we have 18 commanders lined up here. We will rank them from S tier, which is the highest, all the way down to the F tier, which is the worst. S tier obviously means the best commander for the week, when factoring in both offense and defense, soloing and with an ally, and helping your ally. And F means, you know, just overall worst. Let's start with...
I wonder how this will influence the polls.
It kind of doesn't. Yeah, anyway, Abathur.
That's ironic. Alright, Abathur is like... A, B...
I think I'll put him in B, because normally he's great, but like, he'll have... This is the one map where he has trouble getting the fast ultimate evolutions up.
Really?
Yeah, because...
No.
Well,
you need to know.
Yeah, you need to know, but like, Lila's video has like just "you're screwed" written on Abathur on top of the past.
Oh,
well, here's the thing.
Doesn't know my way.
But here's the thing. How many players do you expect to have an ultimate evolution out before the first wave, anyways, on any other map?
Well, like the top 1%, I guess. Maybe top 5%.
So how many players freaking care?
Yeah, but like the way Abathur will really... I guess Abathur can still feed with ultimate with evolution chambers if you care about doing that.
And that's an important note. Evolution chambers are how you feed with Abathur.
Yeah, guys, evolution chambers are how you feed the kill bots, because each evolution chamber feeds 7. The evolution chamber itself, and then 6 dudelings. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I think. Anyway, I think Abathur is B, because like compared to someone like Zagara and Alarak, he has a relatively slower time clearing.
I think I like him because of how he's got an okay clearing time, and he can feed the kill bots relatively easily at the same time. Also, the fact that he can deep tunnel away from kill bots. Normally, if you're clearing and a kill bot spawns on top of you, you can't really drop aggro from a speed freak kill bot.
Yeah,
it's
but like
really a thing.
Well, B's not a bad place to be, you know.
I agree, just because if you play against Protoss, which my solo is against Protoss, and you can get an ultimate evolution very fast, like Terran and Zerg, really hard.
Or if your enemy is classic mech, the amount of biomass you get from classic mech is silly.
Yeah, but those are specific compositions. You can't really... Yeah.
Alright, I'll put him on B.
Yeah, I think B is fine.
B seems okay.
We can move it around anyway, like we did last time.
Especially when it's just like, you can get lots of biomass if you get the right comp. Aren't those comps the ones that are the hardest to fight anyways? Alright, moving along.
Yeah, anyway. Alarak, where do we put him?
S tier.
S tier? Yeah, because of the mothership?
He clears very fast.
Yeah,
like
mothership
that fast? Okay. Then
Yeah, I did play Alarak on one of my videos. It was ridiculously fast. Let's put him in S for now.
So I looked at the comments from the last one and said like solo and duo should have separate tiers, but I think like having at least personally, my rankings are based on soloist, just because if you rely on your ally to feed bots, then everyone can like do everything, right? So
yeah, everyone can do everything as long as they have a Stukov.
So I guess I'm gonna base my rankings on not clearing 3 lanes, but being able to clear 2 plus feeding.
That sounds fair.
If you clear your own plus another one, you're holding your own and some more.
Yeah, like base it on how hard they can carry. Not necessarily solo, but how hard they can carry.
Yeah, so Alarak, he can take on the attack waves by himself or with a pylon and overcharge, while Mothership clears one side very fast.
Yeah, and just he can just go full Mothership and then just use probes to feed until
you can go full map. You can mass destroyer until the map is cleared, and then once you have map cleared, you transition to Ascendant, so you can actually fight the Avenger Speed Freak hybrid, or not Avenger, Inspiration Speed Freak hybrid. Just make sure, sure that you rush down. The important thing about full clearing on Temple to Pass is make sure you rush down the Nexus / Command Center / Hatchery and all the workers. Yes. Once you have them dead,
and they hide. Easy. They hide.
They hide. The drones will burrow on you, which makes Zerg the worst.
That's applicable for every commander, though, not just Alarak.
That's applicable for every commander. This is just a general tip.
Yep. Anyway,
the thing that makes workers first, and be aware that drones will burrow.
Anyway, Artanis next.
Artanis.
Where do we put him?
Artanis. For me, Artanis has the fastest full clear.
What?
Really? Oh, Archon dudes.
6 minute 30.
Archon dudes, yeah, I can see it.
Full clear.
I can see it.
I am shocked.
Archon dudes are pretty strong.
I did it before the 3rd bot spawned.
The question is, does it work across all races?
No. That's why he can clear 2 sides very easily, but I don't think he can fight against it. I also have to pick comp, so against many enemy comps, I don't think it will work. But if you're just clearing 2 sides, it's very easy.
I want to see how you did that.
So where do you put him? A?
I do not know where you put your Archons to do that.
Yeah, I can see Artanis full clearing the map easily, but like against...
you can see it, it's up.
Well, against the regular attack waves, I mean, whatever comp he has is, I don't know. I find Artanis slow in general on this map.
Yeah, right? I took a lot longer to full clear on this map.
I saw your run. You used the old Nexus Legate.
Yes, I did.
I thought that's impossible with the new one, with the updated
Probably,
ones. I tried P3 and it was much faster.
Yeah, I couldn't get P3 that fast. So like, how did you do this?
The video's up. You want me to link it?
All right, we'll have the links down below.
You can. Yeah.
I hope I remember channel. This time. Yeah, I'll try to link your channels. I forgot to link your channels last time. I'll try to remember this time.
Anyway, back to the ranking. I think he's maybe B or C. Not
B or C.
Even though he's fast.
Yeah.
He can clear.
He can clear, but like in terms of the actual map, like that's where he kind of is relatively slow to get to the other section. So yeah, I think B should be fine.
And for just for your information, I tried it against both Terran and Protoss, and they both clear very fast. I didn't try against Zerg.
Yeah, I believe you. Archon dudes are really strong. So you just use like an Archon dude on each side, right?
1 call down of Archons and then 4 or 5 goons.
That's awesome. Do you do it at the very beginning, or do you warp the unit first?
I used the Archons to stop the first wave, and then by that time, before the second wave comes, the whole area is cleared. Then the bot comes, and then
that's awesome.
I feed the bot, and then summon another set and clear that side, and repeat.
That's awesome. All right, Arcturus.
Manx. Manx is really good.
Yeah,
because he can feed, and his Dogs of War, 50 or 75 will clear one side.
Yeah,
you do that twice.
I would say like the same thing as we said last time. Arcturus is harder than he looks. I mean, he's good, but like in terms of difficulty playing, I think Arcturus is harder to pull off. So
P3, mass a bunch of troopers,
vampires,
give them guns, A move up each lane.
But like, how does he compare to guys like Abathur and Artanis?
He's better than Artanis, not as good as Abathur.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
So solid B then, like in the middle of these two.
Yeah. Maybe you can move Artanis to C later, but
all right, yeah,
of Abathur.
Yeah, let's put it in B for now. Next, we have Dehaka. Dehaka can just use a single pack here for every lane. He can also feed with drones. I can see this working out really well. Yeah, I can see this working out. I can see him in A tier, to be honest. Because like he doesn't have the weaknesses of any of the guys in the B tier. I don't see any weaknesses of Dehaka. I think he's A.
His weakness is he can't feed kill bots.
Well, he only
He's
needs
used
like
lings.
Yeah.
Your lings are literally as expensive as drones.
That's why I said
so-
I just feed with drones. Anyway, I don't think it should be that big of a problem for Dehaka, especially if you have an ally. He can clear 2 lanes very easily.
2 lanes easy, 3 lanes was hard.
Yeah.
2 lanes was easy.
Yeah, I guess if you're soloing, you'll
sensible.
have a bit more trouble, but like, I don't see any building surviving past like minute 8 for Dehaka, and he can just solo this map, or he can just hero solo this map without any units. He'll just keep using his economy forever to just keep feeding workers if it comes to that. But in terms of the waves, I think Dehaka can just fight them all on his own, as long as he devours the right units. So yeah, I think he's A.
All right, and he can be in 2 places at once. I think that's also important because you got to clear and defend against waves.
Which prestige is
in
best
the
here?
early game?
I think like either no prestige or devouring one, or even brood brother if you have the micro.
I used P2, but I don't know if that was the right choice. But that's the one I used.
Yeah,
Contender.
Primal Contender is very strong, but like on one side because you only have one packeter available, or Dehaka at any one time. That's why I'm thinking, yeah, but having clearing two places at once at the same time is probably what I would go for here. But anyway, you can't go wrong with Dehaka. That's why I'll put him in A.
Okay, yeah.
I suppose that's fair.
Fenix.
Kaldalis. Pretty easy, right? And
He clears. Let's see. Let me check my list. Fenix was my 3rd fastest.
P2 Fenix is very, very fast to clear and can feed quite easily because, well, firstly, your adepts are actually cheaper than things like probes and marines. And if you make observers, those are really cheap with P2 Phoenix.
That's good to know. I haven't actually tried that before. Huh. I might.
Yeah, I actually tried to beat Price of Progress of Phoenix. Not that close, but like I did okay.
Okay then. So where do we want him? I don't think is he A though. Is he on Dehaka's level though?
Yes, because his suit can handle a wave, and then the champs will handle a lane.
That's a fair point. Yeah, as long as they have like a spot or like a pylon at the end of each core. By the way, guys, we're assuming here that you full clear the map. There's no point in not full clearing because it's just easier not to have kill bots spawn. That's the assumption here. Anyway, so we're gonna put him in A for now. He's better than Abathur, better than Artanis, better than Arcturus. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Hot and Horner. I think they're more like a B for me this time. They do have a lot of firepower, but like the firepower is also what they used to feed. C? Interesting.
I don't see what makes Han and Horner that good at clearing fast, to be honest. Because yes, they have Reapers with their bonus against structures, which, ironically, once they get +3 weapons and a Raven, is actually means that they do less damage to structures than if they just used their pistol attack. But that's irrelevant. They really like. You don't have any way to feed, and your fastest clearing is Reapers who don't really function until you get a ton of upgrades for them, and then you need to get Ravens, and then I don't know.
That's a fair point. Yeah, that's a
and
fair
also
point.
you have to kill waves, which like your Magmines can do a lot of that, but like
yeah, that's true. All right, I think considering that C does sound more reasonable. Any objections?
No objections, but I want to add that if you add mastery points in Call in the Fleet, you can clear one side with just the Call in the Fleet. Everything dies.
Literally the whole thing.
The whole thing dies. Everything,
It's
all the drones.
wide enough?
Oh.
All right, Karax.
All right.
Karax. He's also like
Karax is hard.
Yeah, he can take care of the the attack waves, but like that takes away energy. What prestige do you assume here, guys? Templar Parent or Solar Celestial?
So, I used P1 for mine, but I don't think
that makes sense. Yeah, I can see why you would do that. Yeah.
But
So how do you feed?
I tried all of them. I saw a solo of a P2 where the guy sent 2 immortals to each lane and just like sniped the pylons and destroyed all buildings. So I couldn't do that. And feeding is really hard. So
yeah, that's why
you don't know like what you're doing. He's like D or E. Really
D or E. I was
bad.
thinking C or D, but like I don't have any objections
D.
for D or E either. All right,
I was
so
thinking C or D as well, so D makes sense, honestly.
yeah, I think D. That's where everyone.
E is harsh, to
No.
be honest. Like,
note to everyone who loves Karax on this map. I get it. He can make cannons, but like you have enemy kill bots, which you cannot damage in any way. All you can do is feed them, and
the whole mutation here is kill bots. Once you get rid of the kill bots by full clearing, it's just standard brutal, and everyone can steamroll standard brutal.
Yep. And well, there's some comments like Bailey Scourge. They can just rush the temple, and it's if your strategy is just turtle up and defense, you probably aren't the kind of player who can stop Scourge getting to the temple. And
all right. I was gonna say my advice for people who play Karax is to assist your ally with your solar lance. That's the most you can do, really.
Agree. I guess you can. Yeah, I don't think even solar lance can do that much to clear buildings because like
your solar lance is just to say, ally, you don't have to worry about waves anymore. Just punch buildings.
Sounds fair. All right then. D it is. Kerrigan. I think Kerrigan's like. I don't see any problems. I think she can go in A, to be honest.
She's the worst Dehaka.
But it's still Dehaka.
Because Dehaka has...
Worse Dehaka?
She has Omega Worms, my dude. She has Omega Worms and Evolution Chambers.
She's worse than Dehaka because her army, and she doesn't have an army to do anything. They're too weak in the beginning. So it's all
army. Her Zerglings are cheaper to feed with. Her Zerglings nibble structures significantly faster. And keep in mind, you're nibbling structures that don't fight back is the idea. Kerrigan as a hero unit has more DPS than Dehaka. Dehaka is a tankier hero unit, which means that she can help kill buildings faster. Right? You run Kerrigan in, you pop all the base defenses, which is the spines or cannons or bunkers at the front, and then Zerglings just nibble the entire base into oblivion. Your Zerglings have her Raptorlings are the highest DPS per supply and highest DPS per resource aside from free units in co-op.
That's
like they are the pinnacle of DPS.
She's an A for me.
I would think Kerrigan is literally better to Dehaka, honestly.
I think they both have strengths and weaknesses. For example, Dehaka can have multiple pack leaders in different lanes, so they can clear multiple times. But Kerrigan, I think, has that Zergling.
Yeah, but Kerrigan's hero unit punches buildings faster than multiple pack leaders working together because.
But I do agree
just
that
so DPS oriented.
I do agree that in the beginning it is a bit harder for Kerrigan because you need Zerglings to clear buildings in the beginning, and it's I guess in the beginning Kerrigan is stronger. So yeah, Kerrigan is stronger than Dehaka in the beginning.
Kerrigan's hero unit is so good at early game. Yeah. And then later on she just is immobilization, wave bot, and
I think she's
spam
A.
worms.
What do you think, Tutu? What's your case for Kerrigan not A?
I'm not sure if she's not A. I just don't think she's as good as Dehaka. Just because since you're full clearing, the economic damage of killbots is not that strong. You don't let it get that far.
Yeah.
But for me, Kerrigan was 15 out of 18 for full clear. Maybe because I sucked, but
well, it's not. I wouldn't.
The thing is, she doesn't have to be that fast because she actually has a Zerglings, which technically between Zerglings and Worms, if she wants, Kerrigan is one of the commanders who could solo this mission against killbots
without full
clearing. She's one of the few commanders who could actually solo without full clearing because words. Omega Worms count as kills, and those cost 0.
All right, so let's just call Kerrigan A.
Low A?
Yeah, maybe
A.
low A, but still A. I still think she's
honestly
better
think
than.
she'd be better than Dehaka, but
But yeah, it doesn't matter. It's A. It's A. All right.
yay, A.
Yay, A. So Nova. Nova in terms of full clearing.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I would say.
Did you manage to solo this with Nova? Because I tried
Yes,
multiple times.
yes.
I couldn't. You pulled it
I
off.
did.
Of course you did.
I
I'll
tried
grade
multiple
this.
times. It was so bad.
Which prestige did you use?
I switched around between P1 and P3. I thought that P1 seemed to be getting closer to being able to actually full clear fast enough, but it was just so hard getting it full cleared.
I used P3 because of the lower sabotage drone cooldown.
Mm-hmm.
I can
So,
imagine.
Did you use any units at all in full clearing?
Yeah. I
Okay.
had Marines and tanks.
Okay.
But still, I don't think she's easy at all.
She's
I
not
think
good.
she's like
No.
C or D for me. Because
She's
Nova.
better than Karax, but
Nova's-
worse than everyone else.
Okay,
That's
so
fair.
like,
Because she can go and clear stuff. Karax sucks at that.
a C. Nova's
No,
good
I
at
would say
higher D.
I would put D and Karax E.
You know what?
That's
I'm not actually opposed to that.
Yeah, me
That
neither.
actually makes sense.
I agree.
sabotage drone. Like also she doesn't get attacked by the killbots. So at least infiltration specialist can go around killing.
it's true.
She can keep killing stuff. Even if she doesn't do anything else, she can at least kill structures without anyone stopping her.
That's true. And like, note to players, note to viewers. Nova is good at killing like units, but like she's relatively slow at killing buildings because like she has fewer units and they don't do that much. They do quite enough to buildings, like as compared to the other ones. That's why we have her at this tier. And we all kind of agree that the way for Nova to solo this or to like carry this is by clearing all the buildings because she cannot feed. She just cannot feed.
Yeah. Like, end of discussion. She just can't.
Raynor. I actually think Raynor's like C because like he can feed, but it gets expensive, and you can full clear, but like you need to be like Lila level to do it. For average players,
Oh,
I would.
Jimmy is
count on
pretty
that.
mediocre.
he's
I'd
tied
say
for
he's-
third for me.
I'd say
full clear time?
Full
Fastest?
clear time. Tied for third. 820.
Jimmy, I think, is just harder Mengsk.
Yes. I agree
He's
with that.
literally just harder Mengsk.
So like you guys both agree that he's B. I would think he's C, but if you guys both agree that he's B, then I would defer.
no.
I don't know. He's harder Mengsk. So the question is,
He's harder mix.
how much harder Mengsk is he?
Yeah.
Is he
I don't
hard
think
enough to go
he's-
down a tier?
Yes.
So still B.
Yeah, I think so.
I would
Alright.
say C. I would say C.
I think so. Yeah, C makes sense.
Yeah. So
He's considerably more difficult, Mengsk.
all right. I also thought C. So yeah, we all kind of ended up agreeing that C is where Raynor should be. Stat boy.
Also,
Mhm.
oh sorry, one more thing about Raynor is that
Yeah.
I think you have to spawn camp the early waves,
You actually
otherwise
have to.
they will kill you with
Oh.
spider mines.
The early waves. So you have to. Wow.
Really?
Yeah. Then
I spawn camp the second wave and on.
Oh, right, of course, because you're using your top bar fully for clearing, not using your top bar
Yes.
for waves at all.
Yes.
That makes sense.
all right then. I wouldn't recommend that to like normal players because that requires control groups. But like, that just so you know, that's something you can do. Anyway, Set Boy. I think he's A at worst. S may be A at
Yes.
worst.
Not for just 2 lanes. Yes. Yeah.
Stetmann... honestly, Stetmann S, I would think.
Yeah, he
No?
has. He has Zerglings.
You
He has
just
evolution
you
chambers.
have Gary, you spam Zerglings. Your Zergling. Here's the thing: Stetmann's Zerglings are actually so cheap that it's actually cheaper to feed with Zerglings than evolution chambers. Even I think.
Really?
Does they come
Because they
back?
respawn. That
Wait,
makes
no, it's
sense.
roughly the same. It's roughly the same. Slight edged.
If it's roughly the same, if it's roughly the same, then for average players, just go Zerglings.
Just Zerglings, exactly.
You can F2.
Especially since even for not average players, it's roughly the same, except the Zerglings, while they're waiting to die, can be nibbling buildings.
True. Yeah, the Zerglings are indeed just better. So what do you think, guys?
If the Zerglings die next to Gary, it gives Gary attack speed, so he punches buildings faster. It's
Best
like
oil.
so good.
It's so good.
Yeah, Stetmann S. I think Stetmann is an S tier in this case.
Any disagreements?
Stetmann's always good against
I don't disagree.
Killbots.
All right.
Stetmann is always so broken against Killbots.
So sorry, guys. If you want an S tier commander, if you don't have Alarak, you're gonna have to deal with stat lag. Next.
Yes. If you can't deal with ascendant lag, I guess you'll just have to deal with stat lag instead. Oh, God.
Which is worse. Anyway.
Or if you can't take either of those lags for an S tier commander, take Stukov lag. Yay!
I have to warn you.
Are we disagreeing that mass infested blob is S tier?
I think he's like A or B for me. He's really good at feeding, but not quite, not
Stukov?
quite on the level of Stukov. Not quite on the level of Alarak and Stetboy. He's really good.
He doesn't clear.
Yeah, but he can feed indefinitely.
He can feed, yes.
That's
why
why
don't have to clear.
It's still a way you can complete this map.
Here's
so
the
I wouldn't take that.
You
away
don't
from him.
have to clear, but he can pretty easily clear in the mid game.
Yeah, I would put him in A.
There's
I think
no
he's solid
rush.
A.
I don't know. I think he's S.
For I think inspiration is the problem for him because the hybrids will have like 5 armor.
That's
And-
true, I guess.
Yeah, infested do very little damage.
Yeah,
And
then
if
you have
it-
to make
and-
siege tanks,
yeah.
and like if it's air hybrid, you're gonna struggle because
Not really. Air hybrid don't do anything.
they're
The thing
really
is, air
annoying,
hybrid-
though.
Air hybrid don't have splash damage, so
I guess. I mean,
eh.
they kind of rush the temple. It's really annoying. I would say it's annoying. But anyway, if I guess they don't really do that much in the grand scheme of things. So what do you guys think?
A.
All right.
Okay.
Not
I think he's
but-
S tier.
Good,
Okay.
but not.
You think he's S? I don't think he's.
yeah.
I don't think he's quite on the level of Alarak and Stetboy, to be honest. But yeah, those two I would consider like powerhouses. Like you can clear so fast that it's hilarious. And like Stukov, yeah, you can feed, but like if you can't clear, you have to split your infested across 3 lanes.
Okay, but you can clear before like 10 minutes, and then that's pretty easy. Then
Yeah,
you can clear fast. You can clear before the killbots become large enough quantities that it's actually problematic having to split your infested or something for them.
Yeah, I guess. But
And you can feed the killbots until then for free. So yeah.
I think if you're
Plus-
fighting against a comp with strong enemies, they're gonna kill the infested really fast because of the inspiration.
yeah, I'm thinking comps like Reaver, Disruptor, or like classic classic Protoss Ground, classic Mech.
I don't know. I think you guys are underestimating how strong P3 infested are, but
No, I know how strong they are. They get killed by 5 armor hybrid.
I love it. Anyway,
I don't think he's. No, I'm not saying he's bad. I just think he's not S.
yeah, A is very good. A is really good. Look, Kerrigan, Dehaka, or Phoenix are all A. It's not a bad place to be.
I'd rather be Stukov than any of those 3. They're good. Those 3 are good and all, but I'd rather
Okay, how about
be
a
Stukov than
really
any of
strong
those 3.
A? Like, how about a really,
He's a
really strong A?
really strong A. Yeah.
How about we put him here? Like, he's just
Tukov.
a Tukov, yeah. The thing is, I really don't want more than 2 on S. Because if we want to promote Stukov to S, we'll have to move down either Alarak or Stetmann. Anyway, let's leave.
Do you have any other? I cast Wall of Infested.
Let's leave him there for now. I think A is not a bad place to be. And if you guys, you the viewer really want to use Stukov, then he's really good. I can say he's really good. Buon. Where do we put Buon?
Buon.
Next to
Yes.
Karax, his best friend.
Yep.
Yay!
I agree with that. We have to put one of them on F tier. Or is the F tier guy not on here yet?
That's a good point. You know what? Given that we probably want to populate F tier, we might have to demote Karax and Swann.
Karax will go to F tier from D.
Well, okay,
Swann
okay.
is better than Karax.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. But like, let's put Karax for now for an F tier. He's Farax now. Tychus.
Sad.
Is there any reason why Swann is bad?
He is slow at clearing. He's not that slow.
Yeah,
but
he
he's
can
pretty
still
slow.
he can still clear.
One pulse cannon takes out most of the stuff, and then you drop in SCVs and build structures that finish the rest, or you build a factory and use the laser.
Okay, but like, that's slow.
It is slow.
And most players can't do that.
And that's slow.
Yeah.
He's really not in a much better spot than Karax. He's in a better spot than Karax.
But yeah, that's all it takes. If he's in a better spot than Karax, that's all it takes to not be on F tier.
Okay. He
That's
is
all it
like
takes.
Right.
E tier and F tier are so close right now.
Yeah. If you look closely, the letter E and the letter F are literally one horizontal stroke away from each other, so it's not that
That's
different.
true.
Yeah. Very
Yes.
good, guys.
I guess.
Tychus.
Tychus or
Tychus is
Tychus?
good.
Really? He's Tychus?
He's good because he can take on 2 lanes at once.
That's true. He can do that.
Feeding is a problem, though. You have
Use
to clear.
serious turrets.
Yeah, you definitely use serious turrets to feed
That's-
early game.
Stalls a little bit, and then
And then
continue.
use SCVs.
Yeah. If the bot spawns on where Tychus is, you have to send CVs.
And if
That
you
being
have
said,
I mean, P2 Tychus is really good.
yeah, it's still pretty good. And like once the map is cleared, you can't really die. Although
I just don't see him fitting in with these B tier commanders.
he's better or worse?
He's worse.
I actually agree because like his feeding is so bad in the beginning, it will actually take away from your
And also,
your
I would
resources
note,
to.
the actual outlaws themselves are relatively oriented towards killing the enemy before they kill you, rather than being able to tank anything. And Speed Freaks makes it really easy for things to go badly really fast.
Yeah. What do you guys do? We think he's C? For this?
I think he is
No.
C because I don't think he can keep up with those B tier options.
How about you, Tutu?
I think he's B because he clears really fast. If you're clearing 3 sides, that's a lot. But if you're clearing just 2, like Tychus can hold the middle, the southwest lane, while Sirius clears.
I
really
agree.
easily.
I agree that he theoretically can clear, but that's honestly too much to ask for like average players.
Yes.
If
Are
you-
we saying
well,
that?
yeah,
Are we saying that Lone Wolf single-handedly is too much to ask of lower tier players?
Because you need control groups to have a single outlaw on each lane.
Oh, the horror. Yes.
You need control groups, guys. And
Mm-hmm.
although I agree with the pro side of things that you do need control groups, they're really good. They help you out. On the noob side of the argument, it's something that some people just don't have the mental bandwidth for, and maybe they have small hands that can't reach numbers on the keyboard. Whatever the reason, it doesn't matter. If you can't use control groups, then Tychus Lone Puppy is not for you on this mutation. I actually agree that he's C, but how about a very
there's another
strong
good
C?
thing about him.
Yeah?
He the enemy comp doesn't matter for him. So
It
he,
doesn't.
regardless of what
think-
enemy comp you face, he will still do like the same. He will clear them.
Reavers are pretty scary for Tychus. From my experience, Reavers are scary for Tychus.
But you're gonna
Cyclones and
clear everything
Liberators.
before you get there.
No.
You're gonna.
The normal, the speed freaks on Temple of the Path without killbots part is actually kind of scary for Tychus.
Yeah, speed freaks. You have to react really fast.
Speed freaks on Temple of the Past, even without killbots, is kind of scary for Tychus, and you're going to be slowing your economy down a lot in the early game, which means that in the late game you are going to be permanently behind on upgrades.
Yeah, and yeah, you need to react really fast to use Tychus well. So I don't think he's quite B level.
That makes sense. Just maybe because I'm used to I memorized everything.
You're fast.
I didn't even think of. I didn't even think of this.
You know when the attack waves spawn. Even I don't memorize that well. I usually will only memorize maps when there's a specific mutation I can't beat without memorization. Then I'll memorize the map in short-term memory.
I memorized everything as well, but I agree that it's not something you can ask normal players to do.
I'm too busy playing other
I agree
games.
with that. So with that in mind, then C I think is fair.
All right,
I'll agree with that then.
How about a strong C, like above Hot and Horner?
Yeah.
How about
All
that?
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
Vorazun.
I kind of feel like Jimbe is stronger than Han and Horner a bit, but yeah, they're
There.
close.
There.
Okay. Yay.
Vorazun.
Vorazun.
Definitely will have
Vorazun.
trouble with feeding. Definitely will have trouble with feeding. I think
Vorazun.
personally, I think he's in the same boat as Nova.
She's better than Nova,
Yes.
right?
I
She's
think
slightly better than
very
Nova.
enemy dependent.
Yeah.
But
If your enemy's Terran, it's easy. If your enemy's not Terran, it's not easy at all.
So is she on Hot and Horner's level?
No, she's too dependent.
Yep. All right. She's Vorazun now.
Dorazun.
All right.
Wasn't
there
she
we go.
Dorazun last week too?
So I'll explain. So with against Terran, you can cloak wall and block the enemies. So you just focus on clearing the southwest. Then the bots will come from the other sides, and then when you clear that area with the time stop, then you block it off with another cloak wall. So you don't actually have to fight the waves until later. But against
Okay.
yeah, that's against Terran only. So against other
can't
ones,
do
they'll
that.
send observers.
Yeah.
So that's why.
So not only do you need a specific race, but you also need to know how to cloak wall, know how to send the shadow guard to each lane, and then macro to get an army behind that in time to get stuff. Oh yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a thing.
I don't think with that in mind, I don't think she's D anymore. I think she's even lower because at least Nova can effortlessly destroy buildings.
I don't think
no
she's
matter what.
Swann. I don't think she's quite Swann tier though, because she's very good
Swann-
at offense. Swann takes
Swann at least
longer.
has they're around there.
You think she's E? I think she's D, but maybe I'm biased because I like offense, and her Dark Templar Corsair is pretty good.
Oh, if they get caught by a killbot, they're dead. So, and I don't think they count as a. I don't think they count as a feed if they respawn.
No.
Yeah,
they
it
don't
doesn't count as a feed. It doesn't count as a feed if they respawn. Let's leave her at D for now, and then we can move him around later if we wanted to get a cleaner bell curve. Zagara.
A.
Yeah, I actually agree. A. Zagara's A this time. Baelink's really good at clearing. Zerglin's really good at feeding. Baelink's really good at spawn camping in general. I think Baelings are the only things that can kill enemies faster than toxic nests when spawn camping. This is from my experience. I think Baelings connect faster than toxic nests.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe. I would think they were pretty similar at basically instantaneous.
Yeah, basically. But in terms of the tiers, I think A is fine for Zagara. Another top.
The reasoning.
Yeah.
She clears fast, but she's not that good on Temple in general.
Yeah.
Clearing is very fast.
Yeah, she kind of runs out of steam. But then again, she's not very good on Temple. If she's soloing, but with an ally, Temple's very manageable, I think. All you need is an ally. If you have an ally, Zagara's gonna make it really easy. Just an ally who can handle one lane, Zagara can handle 2.
Easily.
Easily.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I think she's A. Like, if this is solo, Zagara would maybe go down to like B or C tier. If soloing, but like, not with an ally. With an ally, she's A. Zeratul.
Oh man, Zeratul.
You think it might be? Is this clear fast enough that the kill bots won't matter?
I cleared by 9:15.
Ouch.
So that's 3 bots. What 3:30, 5, and 3:35, 6:30.
That's
That's 4 bots. 4 bots. 4 bots.
Ouch. That's a whole middle line.
Oh, you feed with observers too.
I guess. I guess if you have an ally who can help with the feeding a little bit, Zeratul can clear fast enough. B? What did you say?
B.
Oh, we said B at the same time. Nice. It's like we're synchronized or something. I don't disagree with B. How about you, Stickspender? Do you think he's B?
Yeah, that seems sensible.
Alright.
He's fast at clearing. He's probably... Yeah. He's faster at clearing than C tier dudes, so...
Alright
It's a
then.
low B.
I think in the vacuum, honestly I'm happy with this set of rankings. If in a vacuum. So yeah, without considering the commanders relative to each other, this is how the tier is. It is brutal +3, but once you knock out the kill bots, it becomes a brutal +1. Which honestly it should be a brutal +1 because it's stuff of the past and the buildings don't really last that long.
Yeah.
So this is the tier list in the vacuum. Now we're gonna do the tier lists. While making a bell curve where C has the most commanders. I think with that now we can move Vorazun down to E. Yeah. And then Raynor and Han and Horror we move down to D. Or are they just so far ahead of Nova?
I think they're pretty far ahead.
Pretty far ahead. So I move Nova down here as well. Okay, so I move Swann down here.
Yeah.
And then I move these guys down here. Okay, who do we demote from A?
Not Stukov.
Not Stukov. Not Stukov.
Definitely not
Stukov.
Stukov.
Stukov,
Phoenix.
Zagara, at least A.
Stukov, Zagara are the A. I'd say yeah, put those two in A.
Phoenix. Oh.
Yeah, those are the two A's.
Oh wait, there we go.
Stukov, Zagara. We did it!
It's a bell curve. Amazing. We're the best.
We solved the problem.
Amazing. Yeah, there we go. All right, this is the tier list.
Everyone.
This is a tier list with a bell curve. So rankings. Who's number 1? Stetboy or Alarak?
Stetmann.
Okay. Stetboy number 1, Alarak number 2. Stukov rank 3, Zagara rank 4. Who's
I'm
5?
okay with
Kerrigan or Dehaka?
I still think Kerrigan is better Dehaka. Tutu still thinks Dehaka is better Kerrigan.
Let's call them tied. Tied for 5th.
I
And then
think Phoenix
7th.
is better than both of them.
Yeah, Phoenix is better than both of them. Gotta agree.
Alright, fine. So 5th is Phoenix. Tied for 6th is Dehaka and Kerrigan. And then 8th is
Abathur.
Abathur.
And I think C tier is correctly ordered already.
Nice. 9th is Artanis. 10th is Arcturus. 11th is
I think Megs should
Zeratul.
be higher than Artanis. Megs
Okay.
speed's better than Artanis.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay. 8th, Abathur. 9th, Arcturus. 10th, Artanis. 11th, Zeratul.
Zeratul's probably higher than Artanis too.
Really?
Zeratul-
Zeratul can't clear quite as fast as Artanis. Oh yeah, but Zeratul is just like, once you clear, the mission plays itself. You just have to exist.
Yes, that too.
I still think you
and
have to
Zeratul's
unload
less
them.
Zeratul's less enemy dependent.
True, because Artanis, like, you did
Alright,
your
fine.
very fast clearing relying on the fact that, yes, Sky Terran, they send 3 Vikings in an attack wave, and my Dragoons kill the Vikings before they land, even though I only have
Exactly.
2 Dragoons. Like,
Yes.
Alright, fine.
Right.
So, 8th Abathur, 9th Arcturus, 10th Zeratul, 11th Artanis, 12th is Tychus.
Tychus goes
13th
above.
Yeah.
13th is Raynor, 14th is Horner, 15th is Nova, 16th is Vorazun, 17th is Swann.
Yeah,
Yes.
Swann is better than Karax.
Yeah, and then dead last is Karax. So sorry, Karax lovers. Karax is
You
dead last
can't
this
even
time.
keep up with Swann.
Yeah,
That's just sad.
but the main reason is because of kill bots. They really make life hard for Karax here. You can't sit in your base because you can't feed, and that's really. I think Karax is so, yeah. These commands are the ones who really suffer from kill. I'll see you guys next time, and go watch Tutu's and Sticksbender's videos. They're awesome. I will try to leave their links down below. Guys, remind me to put your links down below. I'll see you next time.